Bonjour, welcome back to Duncan Walsh Motivation. Hope you are well. Okay, we're coming again from sunny Cannes. I had a little bit of footage left over and there's a fab beach here, so I thought we'd take a little walk there. But today's video, or today's talk I guess, is about the best ways to achieve the biggest gains in your fitness or your strength work. So there are different parameters of fitness, the fundamental parameters of fitness, and those are duration, so how long you actually train for; frequency, how often you train; intensity, how hard you train, how much effort you put into a period of time; specificity; and rest. And of course rest is sometimes underestimated. Of course training only really breaks you down. It's only after rest and recovery that we build up stronger. So rest is obviously a crucial parameter of training. And just a side note on specificity, one thing that I have learned over the years doing various forms of training is how ridiculously specific training is. You will get fit at exactly what you train for. The joint angle that you train at, the intensity that you train at, the time that you spend training at it. There are certain exercises that you can do that have a cross-training benefit, but training is ridiculously specific. So out of all of those parameters that I've mentioned, which is the most important? And they're obviously all important, but I would say that the parameter which gives the biggest gains and will help you achieve what you want to achieve in the shortest time is intensity. That is the aspect of fitness which will accelerate or limit your progress in your fitness. And when I say intensity, I mean a high period of effort, or a high effort in a short period of time. Now you can have workouts which are quite hard and steady and they go on for a period of time, but your fitness is always going to be limited if there isn't an introduction of intensity at some point. Now if you try to do high intensity work all the time, that is very tough. That is the pinnacle of fitness, really. If you're able to sustain a workout or a training session at high or very high intensity for quite a long period of time, that is the pinnacle of fitness. You're working super hard and for a long period of time. That's what I would categorize as super fit, or when you are in the upper level of super fit. For me, there are categories of super fit, and if you're in the upper echelon of super fit, what I used to call run through walls fitness, and you are able to sustain high intensity or very high intensity for quite a long period of time. But there are lots of things required for that. You need to be probably young is the first thing, and then have trained, have a background and be able to be utterly fresh for those super intense sessions. But it's not always possible. Mentally it's not easy to do those types of things as well, because it's a huge effort. But there are little tricks that you can do to sneak into your session some intensity. Now one good way is to, if you are doing a steadier session, just choose one of the exercises or one period of time, preferably closer to the start after you're warm, but closer to the start than the end, and have one rep or one short period of time where you just go for it. You go for it. You either up the weight, or you go harder on that set, or you on that particular exercise you go flat out on that exercise. But at some point you really go for it on one of those exercises, and at least then there has been a period of time where you've had intensity or higher intensity, even if the whole session is a steadier session. You'll need a period of recovery after obviously that super intense period, but then you can at least have that in the bag. You've got it in your body, that intense period, and then you can progress with the rest of the session. So yeah, in a nutshell, I guess it's a case of having that some way at some point in your training you have to introduce intensity if you want to make further progress. I mean, I've just posted a video of a workout that was only 14 minutes long, but you know, if anyone attempts it, they'll certainly know it's intense. Obviously it depends how hard you go, how many reps you try to get in a period of time, but then if you come to a longer, steadier session, your anaerobic threshold will have been pushed higher, so it seems like the steadier session is easier because it's you know, you've got that relative comparison even though you're working longer. So yeah, in my experience, the biggest determinant of a high level of fitness is introducing intensity to it at some point, which of course means you have to be super warm and ready for that period of time, but it is important, an important factor. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video and the little walk to the beach. The next video will be on the best single exercise that you can do for your abs. So hopefully you might find that of interest. And in the meantime, I think I might head down to this beach because I think it would be rude not to. So hopefully see you soon.